Butay ang pinaramis mo, actually.
Ay?
Bukas, hanap tayong botay.
Yung mahirap pa, yung kailangan pa yung origami.
Yung ano,
Hindi yung click,
Yung
gano'n.
ginagawa? Oo, tama. Hindi yung kinakabit lang, no? Pero ma'am, dapat matuwa ka kasi nagne-necktie lang ako pag Frontline Pilipinas Weekend, pag eleksyon.
Yeah, tuwang-tuwa ako. Can't you see I can't hide my joy?
Damang-dama ko. Damang-dama ko ang sincerity mo.
We felt the joy.
Pero ang ganda niya. Ang ganda ng colors niyo today. Great show as always. Maraming salamat. Happy Monday to you three. Again, the big story on One News to Cesc Drilon, to Sean Yao, to Pauline Versosa. Thank you. From Hard News, let's go to sports news. On our show, we've got updates from the NBA offseason, plus the latest from the PBA Philippine Cup semis.
And we've got details on a new pole vault competition set to take place right here in the Philippines.
Saya natin. Akala mo, ano, no? Manunod.
Tayo yung nandun tayo.
I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Litoncala.
And here's tonight's play-by-play.
Ramiro, the show by Mamoy leaves. Puts it on. Unbelievable. Gemma on the left side. Oh, the pass! Stuffing another one. Bacunas rejecting Esteban for the point.
Well, turns out blockbuster is an understatement for that Kevin Durant trade. What started as a two-team deal now involves a record-setting 7 squads check. I can see that laughter from my peripheral vision. Of course, we already know that, as you can see on your screens, yes, KD is heading to the Houston Rockets, along with big man Clint Capella making his Houston return. And after the deal expanded, the Phoenix Suns getting more than Jalen Green and Dylan Brooks. The Suns are also taking the number 10 and number 31 picks in this year's draft, which turned out to be Kaman Malawak and Rasheer Fleming. Phoenix will also acquire Kobe Brea and Daquan Plowden, along with second-round picks in 2026 and in 2032. New partners in the deal are the Brooklyn Nets, the Golden State Warriors, the Atlanta Hawks, the LA Lakers, and the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Nets receive 2 second-round picks. The Dubs get Alex Tui, who was this year's 52nd overall pick, and Jamal Mashak, the 2025 59th overall pick. The Hawks acquired David Roddy, a 2031 second-round pick, and cash. The Lake Show received 36th overall pick, Adu Thero, and cash. And lastly, the T-Wolves get 45th overall pick, Rocco Zikarsky, as well as 2 second-round picks and cash. With 7 teams involved, this is now the biggest trade in NBA history. The previous record was last year's 16 transaction that sent Klay Thompson to the Dallas Mavericks.
Yes.
Yes na lang, makapag-yes ka na lang.
Okay.
Daming nangyari.
Kevin Durant has nothing but love for Phoenix after his move to Houston. KD wrote on social media that he appreciates quick interactions with everybody, from the support staff to his teammates' distant cousins. He added he's also grateful to be a part of the Suns family. KD went on to send love to Arizona before expressing excitement for Houston. This ends KD's 2.5-year stint with the Suns. Durant is coming off a disappointing season that saw the Suns win just 36 games and miss the playoffs altogether. But Easy Money Sniper is still very much at the top of his game, averaging 26.6 points, 6 rebounds, 4.2 assists, and 1.2 blocks. Durant played a total of 145 games with the Suns, but never surpassed the second round of the playoffs. The Rockets will be his 5th franchise as he enters year 18.
Well, KD's former Golden State Warriors teammate Kevon Looney also penned a heartfelt message as he leaves the Bay after a decade. The message was published in the Players Tribune. Looney called himself the luckiest man in the world as he played for a team that was like a computer you couldn't beat in a basketball video game. Looney was drafted 30th overall back in 2015 after the first of what would be 5 straight finals appearances for Golden State. In his rookie year in 2016, the Warriors had a record-breaking 73-9 season. Looney ended up winning 3 titles with the Dubs. He shares his proudest of the fact that he earned everything that came to him as a player, especially since he had to overcome some injuries along the way. Amid the uncertainty brought by his move to a different city, Looney says he's going to miss being a Warrior and miss the fans and the whole Bay Area. Looney signed a 2-year deal with the New Orleans Pelicans just last week. In his 10 seasons with Golden State, Looney averaged 5 points, 5.7 rebounds in 17 minutes a game.
Meantime, point guard Chris Paul may just say goodbye to the NBA soon. In an interview with sports journalist Jamil Hill, CP3 announced that he intends to play in the NBA for 1 year at the most. If that ends up being the case, then the 2025-2026 season will be his farewell campaign. The 40-year-old Paul will be entering his 21st year in the league, although he is currently a free agent after playing last season for the San Antonio Spurs. CP3 has built a Hall of Fame-worthy career, having the second most assists and steals in NBA history. Back in 2021, CP3 came close to winning a title with the Phoenix Suns, but was eventually beaten in the finals by the Milwaukee Bucks.
From the NBA, let's head here back home in the PBA. Tropang 5G are now just 4 wins away from a historic Grand Slam. TNT has advanced to the finals of the Philippine Cup after taking care of business and beating the rain or shine Elasto Painters in Game 6 of their semi-series 97-89 last night. Jordan Heading led the way with 29 points. The Phil-Aussie Cager also sparked a decisive 14-2 run down the stretch to finish off the E-Painters. But before the final buzzer rang, a commotion took place when Jonard Clarito fell on Heading's back. This resulted in 4 technical fouls on both camps. TNT has now knocked out rain or shine in 3 straight semifinals. Here's Heading talking about his brilliant performance and the late game scuffle.
I'm thankful to be in this position with these guys and to be learning from them. You know, they have experience that I don't have yet of winning all these championships, and so I'm just trying to learn, listen, and try and follow the boys who've already done it and just try and help out wherever I can. Yeah, I'm really fortunate to be in this situation and to be with these guys, to be able to be with them at this moment in time. And, you know, I know we're all going to do whatever we can to hopefully win that Grand Slam. And for myself to be able to be a part of that on the last part would be really special, and then hopefully more going forward. Oh, that's just guys playing hard. I mean, credit to these guys at Rain or Shine. They play really hard, and it comes off as physical. It comes off at times dirty, but you know, at the heart of it, we all know that these guys are just trying to win a ball game like we are. And things get chippy because guys are competitive, and that's just the way it is. But credit to those guys. They played a great series, and you know, it's just impressive how aggressive and how hard they come out each and every night.
TNT head coach Chot Reyes has a shot at rewriting history again after his squad booked a ticket to the PBA Philippine Cup's last dance. The Tropang 5G hope to become just the 6th PBA team to win all 3 conferences in one season. Coach Chot is also seeking his 12th PBA crown. But despite these great possibilities, the decorated tactician remains focused on one thing for the time being. Here he is explaining his mindset heading into the finals.
We'll give these guys a couple days off to go out and be themselves first, keep their minds off basketball. But like I said, it doesn't matter who we're playing. They're both very formidable opponents. We just need to take care of the things that are within our control. That's our preparation and our planning. Now that we're here, I have to continue that same discipline and just focus on game 1. So forgive me for not answering the question, but we just need to get game 1 now. Kailangan yung team namin walang iisipin iba kundi yun.
Well, TNT is still awaiting its opponent in the PBA Philippine Cup Finals. That's because Barangay Ginebra San Miguel forced a do-or-die Game 7 against their sister team, the San Miguel Beermen, yesterday. What a game. The Jin Kings came back from 9 points down in the payoff period and eventually outlasted the mighty San Miguel Beermen 88-87 in Game 6 of their series. That man right there, Latiniente, LA Tenorio, leading the comeback at 41 years of age to be exact. He's scoring 11 points in the fourth quarter, including that game-winning triple with 3 seconds left to play. CJ Perez tried to give San Miguel that last-second lead, but missed a desperate heave on the other end. Game 7 between Ginebra and San Miguel will go down this Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. at the Big O, the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Coming up, Olympian EJ Obiena has a big announcement. Find out what that is and a lot more coming your way when Play-by-Play returns. Only here on One News. Stay tuned. And you're still tuned in to Play-by-Play only here on One News. A world-class pole vault competition will take place here in the Philippines this September. Olympic pole vaulter EJ Obiena made the announcement in a special press conference held earlier today. He said that the world's best will head to the country for the Atletang Ayala World Pole Vault Challenge. Participants include Obiena himself and possibly world and Olympic record holder Arman Mondo Duplantis. The World Athletics sanctioned event will happen at the Ayala Triangle Gardens in Makati City from September 20 to 21. The competition is scheduled right after the World Athletics Championships in Tokyo, Japan. Obiena, who is currently the world number 4, says it has been a dream of his to bring world-class pole vault to the Philippines.
We're inviting, of course, the top pole vaulters. We're coming off, the dates are strategically placed on the 20th and the 21st. That's going to be after the World Championship. So we could expect high-ranking athletes. Of course I'll be there. I wouldn't miss this for the world. This is something I've been really pushing in as as again I said, I'm really thankful that it's finally happening, and I'm thankful for the ALA group and to the MVP Sports and to everyone. This event is something. It's almost like a baby of mine that finally I can see through, and definitely I'm not gonna miss this for the world. Good thing I'm not retiring, not just yet.
Meantime, Alas Pilipinas women fall just short of a podium finish in the 2025 VTV Cup. The women's national volleyball team bowed to Chinese Taipei in straight sets in the bronze medal match, 25-17, 26-24, and 25-22. After a shaky start in the opening set, the Filipinas showed fight in the next two frames, but a successful block touch challenge against MJ Phillips in the third gave Chinese Taipei a crucial edge at 23-22. The momentum shift closed the door on a possible comeback and left Alas women in fourth place. Still, it was a stronger finish compared to last year's 8th place campaign by the NU Lady Bulldogs. Brooke Van Sickle led Alas in scoring with 16 points, while Phillips added 11. The duo of Gia de Guzman and Tia Andaya also provided steady playmaking for a team that continues to gain ground on the international stage.
Still proud of you, Alas Pilipinas. Now let's move on to the PBL on tour as rookie AC Minor quickly finding her stride with Zeus Coffee after the Thunderbells lost to the Akari Chargers on Saturday. The number 5 overall pick bounced back strong in a 5-set thriller over the Capital One Solar Spikers. Minor scored 18 points as Zeus Coffee took the victory 20-25, 26-24, 23-25, 25-18, and 15-11. Minor shifted back to her natural middle blocker position after playing as a wing in college. She said she's still adjusting to life as a pro, but with back-to-back competitive games, she's optimistic about what her team can achieve.
It's very different from what I'm used to sa college. Also, nag-middle ako. So, very fast dito sa pro, but I'm really still just adjusting. I'm growing the team then since less than a month pa simula nung na-draft nila ako. So, overall, I think expected naman for us. So, 5 sets today and yesterday, pero nanalo today. And I think mas malayo ko kumarating ng team throughout the season. To be honest, it's been challenging naman po, pero everyday nagtatrabaho rin po ako sa training para lagpasan yung mga hurdles na yun and masanay sa pagiging middle na talaga.
Meanwhile, Cherry Tigo head coach Norman Miguel is keeping his squad focused on the bigger goal even after their 2-0 start in the PVL on tour. The Crossovers made their preseason debut in Montalban, Rizal over the weekend. They powered past the Capital One Solar Spikers before outlasting the Akari Chargers in 5 sets. Even without several of their starts, Cherry Tigo showed its promise behind rookies Jean Soreño and Rene Penafiel. Soreño scored 15 points against Capital One, while Penafiel was hailed the player of the game against Akari with 12 markers. But with plenty of games to come, Miguel knows that there is still plenty of work to be done for the Crossovers.
Sa tingin ko, after nung All-Filipino Tournament, yung last conference na yon, kasi nandun pa rin ako yung as bagong head coach noon, talagang ang laki ng adjustment. Pero nung simula nung nag-training na kami, nag 1 week break lang muna kami, nakita ko naman din talaga yung character nila na kung i-adapt yung sistema ko at nakita ko rin na nagkaroon na ng lalim pa yung mismong players as a team and as an individual. Malaking bagay din kasi yung yung tulong ng mga seniors, 'di ba? Sa pagsuporta sa system namin ng coaches, tapos kung paano nila i-guide yung mga teammates nila. Malaking bagay yun, especially yung captainship ni Chang Abi. Kasi everybody's looking up to her. So nakakatulong talaga sa akin yung guidance niya. Yun. Masaya ako na, yun, alam mo yun. Although, syempre, hindi ka naman pwede mag-stop doon, di ba? Yung, gusto ko pa ma-solidify pa yung character ba na buong-buo ba na uhaw manalo, merong gustong patunayan, may gustong ma-reach na goal na alam kong kaya naman nila kasi lahat naman sila galing sa mga champion teams alam na nila kung ano yung dapat gawin eh. Alam nila yung pakiramdam kung paano gawin yun eh.
Coming up from the Olympic podium to the UP classroom, weightlifting gold medalist Hidilyn Diaz shares her excitement about possibly teaching soon. Find out more when Play-by-Play returns, only here on One News.
Welcome back. You're watching Play-by-Play on One News. It's mission accomplished for the Philippine women's national football team. The Filipinas have booked a ticket to the 2026 AFC Women's Asian Cup after beating Hong Kong in the qualifiers 1-0. Chandler McDaniel scored the decisive goal early in the match as the Filipinas completed a flawless run through Group G. The Filipinas tallied 9 points in the group and a total of 10 goals scored after also having dominant wins over Saudi Arabia and Cambodia. The Filipinas will join hosts Australia, China PR, Japan, South Korea, and Bangladesh in next year's continental showpiece. This also serves as the final qualifying phase for the 2027 FIFA Women's World Cup in Brazil.
Na-miss nyo na ba NBA? Kasi ako na-miss ko eh. Huwag kayong maglala. We have highlights, well, at least from the Summer League, along with the PBA Philippine Cup semis pa rin tonight's highlight reel. Pero at least may pampalubag loob. May isa mula sa NBA. Let's roll it! NBA Summer League. Lakers against the Heat, stolen away by guess who? Bronny. Take a look at this one-foot dunk. Woo, like father, like son. Grabe yung yung hop on one foot. Take a look at this. Hop on one foot. Grabe yung burst, tas yung talon. Bronny, by the way, played 10.5 minutes here in his 2025 Summer League debut. Had 10 points, 2 rebounds, and that steal. But what a play to open things up in the first quarter there. Lakers win, by the way, 103-83. But more than that, hopefully, this is a sign of things to come for Bronny in the regular season in the NBA. Okay, balik tayo sa PBA. Back to earth. Game 6 of the PBA Philippine Cup semis between TNT and ROS. Take a look. Woo! Ala Samboy Lim talaga. You know what? Coach Norman Black played with Samboy Lim. He was on commentary last night, and he did say he really Sinocom reminds him of the Skywalker Samboy Lim. Take a look. Against Galinato, sumabit pa eh. Oh, take a look at that move from Adrian Nocum. This kid really bright future for him in the PBA. Nocum had 11 points, 3 assists in this game, although it was a loss. Okay, next play. Let's go to TNT. Wrapping things up. Here's Oftana against Hidilyn. Oftana, the spin, trap. Donard is there. Just throws it up and in. Count the basket. May kasama pang foul. Ika nga ni Magumar Jun. And take a look at Oftana. Winded after that play. Ikot siya, pihit. Nandun si Clarito. Nagagawan. Bahala ka na. Then up and in. Oftana. Drop that there. That sparked a 12-2 run for TNT in the fourth quarter that eventually gave them the win to seal the deal in Game 6, 97-89. TNT gets that first ticket to the PBA Philippine Cup Finals, their third in a row this season. Oftana, by the way, 12 points, 5 rebounds for the former NCAA MVP, former San Veteran Lion, Calvin Oftana. Big game for him, 4 assists, 2 steals, by the way, in this series-clinching victory for TNT. Pahinga ka muna habang inaantay nyo sino mga kalaban, SMB ba o Ginebra in the finals. Okay, speaking of sister teams, let's go to that quarter. Yeah. Let's take a look here at this play. Brondial handoff. Perez. Oh, nowhere to go. Lassiter losing it against Thompson and Holt. Throw, diving for the ball. The vet to Junmar. To Brondial. What a play. Helter-skelter. Heads up for SMB. It was almost a turnover. Look at these two dogs, Scotty and Holt, ganging up on the vet. Lassiter picks it up, gives it to Junmar, and then finds his fellow big Brundial. Nobody home for Rodney. What a play for SMB. Brundial, by the way, big game. Double-double si Rodney dito. 12 points, 12 rebounds. Junmar, that's one of his 5 assists, by the way, to go along with a team-high 21 points, 16 rebounds for the 8-time PBA MVP. Lassiter had 3 markers. Okay. I know you've seen it on social media, YouTube, Facebook, lahat pinag-uusapan. Sabi, si LA Tenorio, matanda na raw, 41 years old. May asim pa. Panoorin natin. Let's go back. 11 seconds to go. LA to Scotty against CJ Perez, 2 former NCAA stars. Backing down. Kick out. Na-late lang si Jericho to close out. Latiniente! Bang! 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 How many times has that man done it in his illustrious PBA career? Proud of this dude. He was my blockmate, seatmate. Sa akin kumukopya. Joke lang. I was one of his 2 best men at his wedding. Ninong ng kanyang anak. Proud of him. Sabi, wala na daw. After what he has been through, battling the Big C, he's back. Happy for you, Pards. LA Tenorio knocking down that 3. Tenorio, one of 6 guys in double figures, by the way, for Ginebra. 11 points to go along with 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Ginebra escaping the Beermen in Game 6, 88-87 to force a Game 7 in the PBA Philippine Cup semis. Game 7, by the way, of San Miguel versus Ginebra, Wednesday. Still at the Big Gnome, Smart Araneta Coliseum. Sino nagsabing scripted? Script nyo nga yan? Check.
There can only be one. Teniente, Ironman, LA Tenorio, iba ka. All right, before we go, class may soon be in session, and the teacher, Olympic gold medalist, Hidilyn Diaz. That's right, the country's first ever Olympic champion shared her excitement about possibly teaching at the University of the Philippines during the UP Diliman College of Human Kinetics recognition rites over the weekend. Diaz said she's looking forward to sharing her journey and lessons from the weightlifting platform to the classroom in hopes of inspiring the next generation of Filipino athletes and leaders. Hidilyn's teaching aspirations come after years of giving back through community initiatives and the launch of her own weightlifting academy in 2024. And with weightlifting now part of UP's PE and sports science curriculum, students might soon find themselves learning life lessons straight from a legend.
Whew, imagine that, no? Having a teacher like I.
Oh, my! Hello po.
Tapos suit niya pa yung gold medal niya sa Olympics, eh, no? Late ka pa sa class. Well, no, that's just amazing, di ba?
Oh my God.
And you know what, Check? Ito yung nakakatuwa, yung imparting what you learn, what you know to the young generation, to the next generation, di ba?
And Hidilyn's been doing that for a while now.
Yes, yes. So talagang Teacher Heidi, congratulations. Napakagandang kwento nun. Hopefully we can have you on the show probably sooner than later this week. That's all from us tonight. Catch us again tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. for a play-by-play of the day's top sports stories.
Play-by-play is on One News, that's Signal TV Channel 8 on SD and Channel 250 on HD. We are also available on Signal Play and Pilipinas Live.
I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Lituncalao. Thank you for watching. Happy Monday. Good night.